Last night also, President Biden, who was not with me at the concert, he was in Washington and addressed the nation in a prime time talk to share why he decided to bow out of the race, lay out his hopes for the future, and express his gratitude. What a concept, right? Take a look.
I revere this office, but I love my country more. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president. But in the defense of democracy, which is at stake, I think it's more important than any title. That I believe America is at an inflection point. One of those rare moments in history when the decisions we make now will determine our fate of our nation and the world for decades to come. Nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. There's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now. Nowhere else on earth could a kid with a stutter from modest beginnings in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Claymont, Delaware, one day sit behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States. But here I am. That's what's so special about America.
Yeah. I think this speech will go down in the history books, but did it meet the moment that we are all living in right now?
Oh, absolutely. It will go down in history. He's sitting behind the resolute desk in the Oval talking about a person from humble beginnings with a stutter getting to the highest office in the land. And
the other one is making fun of stutterers.
Exactly. And you know, stuttering is a speech disability. And he chose to be a professional speaker, put himself out there like that. I was so impressed at how presidential he is compared to the person that was in the Oval Office before him. I will also say, when he talked about newer voices and younger voices, 40,000 new voters registered 48 hours after Biden announced that he was stepping down and not seeking re-election. 40,000 people is a 700% spike. And of the new voter registrations, 83% were from people aged 18 to 34.
That's good.
And so exactly what he wanted to do, he did.
Well, I loved it. And by the way, just as a point to that, Taylor Swift and Beyonce haven't even gotten really into it yet.
Yeah. Well, kind of. They're part of it. Yeah. Well, what I loved is you always talk about the presidents and how much they serve, and it ages them. Like we see the pictures of George W. before and after, President Obama before and after. I look at President Biden and that debt of service that this office and all the decades of service have done for him. He was sworn into Senate just weeks after losing his wife and daughter in that car accident. He spent years commuting from D.C. to Delaware to be there for his boys. And you think of all the sacrifices the entire family have made because, you know, Bo died as a result of a cancer he got through service in the military. So I look at that moment and I just think of the Babe quote, like in the movie Babe, when the dad says, like, that'll do. Like, you did your part. Thank you. I saw a dad up there.
Babe, the pig movie?
It is actually a beautiful. It's actually a beautiful line. Moment where he says, "That'll do."
It is all
like
it's actually that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Well, I thought if we added the pig part, it might be misinterpreted. It's pretty much like you've done your part. That'll do. And so I see right now as you're looking,
Joy is
finally. He's got 6 more months of duty in this term, but I want him to be able to sit back after doing so much for this country. And the contrast, I just have to point out, he's literally relinquishing power.
That is happening. We look at President Biden after he stepped down. You know, there was a lot of riots that President Biden stepped down. He's too old. After that debate with President Donald Trump, he cannot talk. President Biden is sick. President Biden cannot be the president of the United States. Oh, President Biden stepped down. Oh, millions of people cannot be behind such a president. We want him to step down. We want him to step down. The rioting was too much. The pressure on they say if he does not step down, on the Republicans to Democrats who came out, they say Nancy Pelosi step down. Stevie Obama came. They say when Obama came out and said that he should step down, everybody said they just knew that In one interview I heard Christie was saying that he just knew that immediately Obama said he's going to step down, that President Biden to step down. He knows that's all for President Biden, because Obama is a backbone supporting him. He has been working for a very long time with Obama. We hear President Biden after he stepped down. That was on Sunday, this Sunday that just passed. In the morning, he just stepped down. Like during the day was around, after we closed church, Papa will look at it and say, President Biden, during the midday, he has stepped down. He has stepped down and he will give it to Harris. So he endorsed Harris to be the next candidate for the election. So it started all over and the nation changed completely. The women in the view were saying that immediately he did that, you had like 40,000 people voted again, young people from the age 18 to 24 years old. They added, they are supporting Harris. So all this, President Biden was saying that he's very happy. He's stepping down. He wants to give way for fresh blood to come on and rule. That he's happy that a country like the United States will allow him from a humble beginning with a stammering tongue to become the president. Is that not option? Stammering, he's stuttering. So the women in the views were saying that stuttering is somebody with speech disability, which means he cannot speak well. For him to be startled like that, and he became the president, which means that that's option. Nothing is impossible for anyone. If you want to become anything, you can become. So they talk about President Biden, that he is a very wonderful person. History will always put this in the history book. In the United States, you always you make him a hero. He's a legend. He has worked so hard for the country. He has been in Senate for a very long time. They talk about after some few months when the wife just died, he was put into Senate. He was endorsed into Senate. So they talk about his children that died of cancer, and as a result of the military that he was there. All those thoughts, he has passed through some things, but he still stood there. He's the president. He's a man of the people. Rather than they talk about President Donald Trump is mocking him for being a stammerer, President Donald Trump is talking against him for allowing women having their own power over their body. So these women, the views were saying, now women, we all go to the doctors. We are black, white, whatever the color that you are, according to Whoopi, you all need a doctor. So we all have to know what we are fighting for and what we are voting for. We are not just creating enmity among ourselves and go and put ourselves in trouble. So they were saying that all this about President Biden, they are very glamorous, they are very sumptuous, they are very elated. So all of them are very happy that such a person like President Biden, he will step down. Whoopi say doesn't care, even you're 17 years above, but at least you can rule. So she doesn't have a problem with that, with anyone who can rule. If you see that you'll be fitable to rule. So actually, what do you think? Do you think that President Biden is a hero? He did good for stepping down. What actually do you think? Can I see your opinion in the comment section? Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.